Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, a little bit different here. A lot of you think I might have gotten rid of this Mustang by now, but I still have it. I've been trying to sell it, but it does need a vehicle inspection, so a lot of people don't want that. In this video, we are going to be doing a few things, starting with replacing all the cats, all the O2 sensors, and the passenger side header. And let me show you guys exactly why we need to do all this. So guys, I need to pass an inspection, and if not, I'm gonna be losing thousands of dollars. I got gypped. I didn't know it needed an inspection until it was in my name and I went to insure it. But that's a different story. We're just trying to make a positive out of a negative situation here. So this is the brand new exhaust, new cats. It all goes together. It was $800. I'm not the type to do this. I don't ever drop that much on parts, to be honest. But in order to pass inspection, she needs cats. So if you look down here, you're probably like, Brendan, why do you have to replace the header? You look on this side, you see there is a flange and it's bolted together. Now, if you look over here, the goofiest goober welded straight to the header. It's kind of hard to tell. I'll show you guys later as well. But you can see there's no flange. He welded straight terrible beads to the header. So now I have to replace the header as well. I already bought it. It was $100, so not too bad. But we got to get the header out and we got to get the whole exhaust out. So as you can see, guys, we've already got it on jack stands here. We're going to unbolt all this stuff here because we need access to it. Obviously, you can see there's not much room. So we're going to unbolt all this stuff. I mean, however you see necessary. So guys, so far we just popped this off and just got that hose out of there. And we're starting to loosen the header bolts. It is really annoying. This thing is in the way here, but I can't seem to get a wrench down there on that big nut down there. But yeah, we're just slowly working our way through all these nuts that are on the header. So I got the back three out, so the harder ones. On the very back one, guys, I did use just a little extension. But on the rest of them, I just used a 13. So it is actually pretty simple. You don't have much room, but you do have enough to get the job done. Kind of work your ratchet in there between all this random stuff. But we almost got it, guys. I'm just gonna do the front three here. Time to go underneath. As you can see, we got it loosened up there. There's the gap. I just left one nut on so it doesn't fall on my head. But it is time to go underneath. Now, I see a problem here. We're probably gonna have to chop it. I'm assuming this has to come up. That'd be easier if it came up, I'd say. To cut it below with my grinder there. Stupid fracking exhaust.
So as you'd expect, pretty rusty. Exhausts usually get rusty. As you can see, this wasn't done too long ago. No, done terribly too long ago, sorry. So we got it on jack stands here. It's kind of hard to see what's going on, but basically we need to unbolt the driver's side to the header, and this side we need to cut to the header. So this is all going to be gone. We're going to go back there right now. We're going to put some WD-40 on that. Let it soak, and then we'll move up to the front, do that as well. We're gonna have to let it soak a bit. Let's get our little ratchet on there, shall we?
Step has been complete. We got the two nuts off with the 15 millimeter off of that flange there. Now I'm grabbing a Sawzall, and I'm going to be making my cut because it's welded on this side. I'm just gonna be chopping right as far up to the right there, right about up there. I'm gonna cut that. Just like that, guys, literally took like 30 seconds, just slice right through it. We're gonna pop it out the top here if we can. Okay, everybody, we got it out. So here's the beads we got, baby. Now you can tell who did this was a professional. Major time slugger, as you can see. Terrible welds. Now, look at this. I'm glad I bought that header because this came off completely. So this needed a new header anyways, so I guess it works out. I did end up getting it through the top of the engine bay. I had to cut this off. So I had this on and I realized I couldn't wiggle it out. So I just made another cut with the Sawzall's clutch. It's not mine, so I'm just borrowing it. But yeah, you guys can see we can get in there nice and easy. That gasket out that was doing nothing. It was all busted. Now we're gonna be installing, guys. We got everything off. Here's the old exhaust. So you can see this side's got the flange all minty like. We got this O2, we're just, oh, well that O2 needs to be replaced. Man, I swear everything needs to be replaced. A few days later here, we got our header from Rock Auto, about $100. nice and mint. Just screw those guys in. And then this is going to stay capped because that's not on ours. But we're going to be putting our thingy back on that. It goes to the EGR valve or whatever. Our nice exhaust. It's looking pretty mint. Now I noticed this has 6 bung holes, but it only needs 4 O2 sensors. So these are brand new. So this, yeah, 100, this was 800, and this is $230 I paid after tax at Lordco, which is a complete ripoff. I don't know why they were 50 bucks a piece, but I needed them. So that's the only problem with that, right? You need something, you got to pay that extra price. So I believe O2 is definitely going here because that's where they were on this one. Now, I'm not too sure which side they go on yet. So these two are the fronts. You can see put a little F on them. So these are the fronts. If you guys are wondering, the fronts are these part number here, 15718. And the rears are 15717. So we're going to pop these two in the front. I got my little tool. If you guys don't know, there's a certain socket here that you need. I don't know where I put it. Oh yeah, this guy here. So this is an O2 sensor tool that you kind of just, it goes around the O2 sensor. All right, guys, so the header is loosely in with the gaskets. It's actually so simple when you don't have that huge piece of exhaust hanging off. It's actually just slid right in there, guys. And you can see what I got out of the way. I kind of moved some stuff, just unbolted a few things, moved some stuff around. So because this whole piece is connected. So I got it all in. I tightened this up first and still it went in with it. And then every single one I've been able to get on with my hand so far. My left hand here reaching in. Now the very back one there, I have a tip that when I worked at the auto shop, this is what my old boss told me. So if you take a nut, you can use toilet paper or you can just use like a cloth, any type of like rippable napkin, I guess. Shove it in there and it makes it stick in, right? So now I can reach this in there, start it, and when it starts and it threads enough, you can pull it off. And it's kind of like a little cheat. Little life hack here. If you don't know that one, that's a really good one. I do use it all the time. Super simple. You can have this stuff anywhere. So it's an easy trick. And this will help you finagle your way in there on that last one. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this all up, guys. Alrighty, guys. It is all tightened up. Everything is put back to its normal area. Now, it's all tightened down, as you can see. Kind of. It's hard to tell. But everything is back except our intake there. So we're gonna leave that for now. But now it's time to go under, guys. So this was actually pretty simple. We got everything back in. Now we're gonna go underneath and we're gonna start with the driver's side because that's the main piece. Bolt it to the rear, bolt it to the front. We'll see how it goes here. I got the 2 front O2s in. Rears, I'm not sure which hole they're supposed to be in yet, so I need to do some research there. But what I think I'm gonna do, these are actually plastic. So I don't think plastic and an exhaust is going to stay that well. So I'm thinking I use these old O2 sensors to plug whichever hole I don't use. So I'll just cut the wires off and screw them in to the hole, whichever hole we're not using. That way it's not leaking. Because like this is literally plastic. A plastic screw. And I feel like that'll just melt out eventually. Oh. Okay, guys. Bloody beat hands and knuckles later. We got it in all underneath. I'll show you guys here, but I'm struggling because it's hard to get these O2 sensor wires plugged in. And obviously, I didn't have them before. So now that there's cats in the way too. So if you look under here, you can see there's the O2 and then, so there's the white plug, yeah, green plug beside it. Now your hand needs to go all the way up there and plug it in. And you can only get one hand up there. You can't get it from the top. Same with this one here. It's got to be hooked up right there and there's no room. Now for this one it'd benefit by dropping the exhaust, but this one, like, you can't even get your 2 hands up there regardless of the exhaust. So I'm just gonna keep messing with it, guys, until I can get these clipped in. They got it all sorted. So cats are in, everything is bolted to the header here. The O2 sensors are clicked in. Every time you clip them, guys, you can hear them click, so that's how you know they're in. Both are clicked in. Now, I did move them, so there's 3 holes, right? The furthest hole back, you can't reach the plug, so I moved it forward to the next hole, which I believe is right here. So that makes more sense. Now they're both in the same spots on each side. We got our clamp. You guys can see the clamp there. It's all clamped. We got it to the back there. I had to use different bolts. Just some bolts I had laying around to bolt her together. And then it's tight on the headers on the other side as well. What I did is I dropped the exhaust down, completely took it out. And then I was able to get one hand up there, guys, like this, and get the plug in. And then like 10 tries of squeezing to get that thing in. It's pretty hard, but this thing's solid, guys. It's in there. And we're gonna do the first startup. Holy. She's humming. There you go. It's gonna be a little different. Now you can hear the ticking. It's coming from that side now. Smoke is normal, guys. You got a new gasket, you got new stuff that's gonna be heating up, so don't worry about smoke. Now it does sound like this side could use a new gasket or new headers too. Walk quieter? That's not what we're going for, but we do have cats on this thing now. Yeah, guys, to do the exhaust on a Mustang, it's not too hard. I didn't even need a lift or anything. I just had the jack and stuff. Just be careful. You're going to be under it a lot, so make sure your jack stands are good. I even put the jack just as an extra, right? When I'm under a car like this, I do not want it to fall. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it. That's how you change it. It's not too bad, actually. I'm just going to throw it all back together, guys, and then we're going to take it to get inspected. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We have lots coming on the channel, as always. Bronco, Ram, Civic, we got projects everywhere. This is just a big setback for everything I'm trying to do. So if this is gone, guys, we'll have a clear mind. We'll get our money back and we'll get on to our other projects. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.